I'm going to talk about my recent attempt to try to lose some weight. And the first thing, obviously, you have to do is have goals. And whatever those goals are, my primary goal is to lose weight. So, how I sort of got this going and whatnot, I have an app here on my phone that's called Lose It, and it tracks everything for you, your food, your weight, and it's free. And then on my watch, I have an app. It just comes standard with the watch. It's these little circles. They tell you how much activity you have during the day. So these are both helpful. You definitely want some sort of way to record your goals and to see where you're going, because then you know if you're doing good or bad. So the next thing that you're going to want also is a scale. I have a scale. I weigh myself every day in the morning, only one time, and that would be what I record in my app. And then I get up after that and do my routine and whatnot. The other thing that obviously you have to make any of this work is some type of discipline. If you don't have discipline, and if that's not one of your goals to have discipline, personal discipline for yourself, then you can't lose weight. Don't do it. Just keep eating like I do and be overweight for many, many years. So that being said, one of the reasons I'm doing this is for myself, to keep track and to try to keep myself going, because I did look over that Lose It app, and in that app it shows, let me go back to it real fast here. This is the reason why I want to do it. So I go to goals, and then I go up here for 1 year, and I go to all. So if you can see here, you got 20, maybe 15. I got down to a weight that I would consider very acceptable for myself, 190 pounds. And then you can see that was it. So for 10 years, I've been bebopping around up here where I know I consider myself overweight. I want to get back down to that 185 range. Would be awesome if I could get there. But that's why these apps are important, and tracking is important. And the watch, like I said, it doesn't have to be an Apple Watch, and both of those are free. I mean, not free, but none of them cost monthly to do this. And you don't need the Apple Watch. You could do no watch, or you could do, I think my friend has a Garmin, but it's just nice because you can look down and say, oh my gosh, I've been sitting all day. I've done zero, exercise or any way to burn calories. So anyway, that's the goals / discipline, and the ways to measure that. I'm going to let Alexa here describe about discipline, and then I will move forward to other parts of my new diet. Alexa, what is discipline?
Discipline is the practice of developing controlled mental focus and effort in order to achieve specific goals or aspirations. It involves the determination to postpone immediate gratification in favor of longer-term benefits. Discipline is a fundamental aspect of personal growth and success in all aspects of life, including academics, career, and personal development.
So getting a little bit back to discipline and routine, you have to change your routine and your habits, and those will help you reach your goals. And to do that, you're going to need your discipline. For example, I try not to do anything in the morning until I do a little stretch exercise / yoga off of YouTube. And then maybe after that, I will shower. And then after that, have coffee or breakfast. So I delay my breakfast intentionally, and maybe have a brunch. It's breakfast and lunch, and then skip lunch. Or have a late dinner and do not snack after dinner. But anyway, olive oil is going to be another friendly item on the list, and you'll just come across things that you like. Because you can't do breads, I make pre-made little cups, so I can put everything in a cup of cabbage and eat it like that. What I'm going to be getting into is not so much the exercise part, but the low carb part and the change in my routines and habits. The Low carb is difficult. I try to get about 30 low carbs at the most. I'm sorry, 30 per day, at the most 50 per day. It requires a lot of monitoring. That app I showed you did monitor the amount of carbs. So anyway, what you're going to probably want to stay away from anymore is pantries. Pantries are loads of carbs. And then also you're going to want to stay away from plates. Plates are ways we used to eat. Now I think the low carb is more you eat in a bowl, because everything has to be sort of no bread, no tortillas, nothing, no pitas, nothing to hold things together. So here's the fridge, and I often beg my girlfriend not to buy carb items, but you have a lot of green things. You could just eat cheese and meat and eggs and be low carb, but I think it's very important to get some roughage and cheese. I have some fish here. This almond milk for coffee and whatnot is very low in carbs. This dip is very low. The eggs are, I think, nothing. I think this is a thing of meat. This is some cream cheese dip, an avocado, tons of mushrooms. Some of the berries that are a little bit better. But anyway, the reason I'm showing this is you have to change your habits and routines of eating. You have to move into your fridge to eat more and less out of your cupboards and less fast foods, because it's very difficult to eat a low-carb fast food. I wanted to add one last statement here. A day has passed, by the way, and I've lost yet another pound, so I'm losing about a half a pound per day on average. The days that I did not lose weight and maybe even gained a touch or maintained my weight were days when I drank. And even though the things I may have drank were low-carb beers or maybe a glass of red wine or tequila, I, for whatever reason, maybe, I don't know the reason, but I just know the days I drank, and out of that last 12 days, I probably drank 3 times, and every time it messed me up, or I shouldn't say messed me up, but I did not lose weight on those days. So eating out is particularly hard for me because of the abundance of carby foods and carby drinks, and just being drunk, I guess, also, or having a drink, maybe, I don't know if you consider that being drunk, but maybe it influences my eating habits in a way that make me eat more. And another thing I forgot to mention, when I was doing the whole watch thing, the app, that Lose It app, actually, you give it permission and it will record your calories from your watch, your calories burned, your exercise, and then it will give you allotments, which I found that to be pretty cool, that the app is almost like an Android here. The app and the watch are talking, and it's recording everything that I do, which is interesting. I think that helps me because I can see that. Anyway, I'm babbling on. Take care.